Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to North Hardin High School for tonight's 6A District 2 playoff tournament game between the Meade County Greenwaves and the North Hardin Trojans. This time we will honor America with the singing of our national anthem from North Hardin sophomore Kelsey Atkins. The flags, the colors are being presented tonight by the North Hardin Junior HCEC. American flag carried by Commander Cadet First Sergeant Johnny Drake. The North Hardin flag by Cadet Staff Sergeant Timothy Skaggs. And rifles by Cadet Staff Sergeant Aiden Keith and Cadet Corporal Sheldon Burris. We ask that you please stand, gentlemen, remove your hats with the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early lights what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Good job, Kelsey.
Good job. Awesome.
This is a Hardin County Educational and Community Television student production. HCEC-TV is a division of Hardin County Schools. Live Channel 1 program sponsored in part by Brandenburg Telecom, providing service for all of your telecommunication needs. Physical Therapy Associates, more personal attention for more effective results. With locations in Elizabethtown, Hodgenville, Radcliff, and South Louisville. Online at physicaltherapyky.com. Winding Springs Luxury Living, located in E-Town on Nicholas Street. Now leasing brand new apartments and condos. Also available is Black Branch Self-Storage for all of your storage needs. Call 270-766-1155 today to make an appointment or visit WindingSpringsEtown.com and BlackBranchStorage.com. Waddell's Auto and Scrap Metal Recycling, a family-owned business with competitive prices, pickup service, and a friendly staff available for your recycling needs, located in Elizabethtown on 31W, just south of Exit 91 on Interstate 65. Call 270-982-7206 to talk to someone about scrapping metal and recycling. E-Town Exterminating. E-Town Exterminating is a locally owned, family-run pest control company and has been serving Hardin, Meade, Grayson, and Nelson counties and the surrounding areas of Kentucky since 1976. Whatever your pest control issues are, termites, spiders, crickets, general pests, even moles, their team has the knowledge, skill, and training to safely and effectively eliminate the problem. Call 270-737-6900 or go online at mugabug.com. And West Point Bank has 5 offices located in Elizabethtown, Radcliff, Upton, Glendale, and West Point. Or find us online at westpointbank.com. Let us help make life simpler. West Point Bank, hometown banking made simple. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the campus of North Hardin High School and Ray Story Stadium, where tonight the Green Wave of Meade County tries to make a big splash against the homestanding Trojans of North Hardin High School. North Hardin looks to continue the success they've had in the playoffs over the last few seasons. Both teams are coming off losses last week. Meade County lost to John Hardin, while North Hardin lost to Ballard last week. Both both teams may be limping into the first round of this playoff game after a season that started with high expectations. But with the playoffs comes a clean slate and new hope. Tonight's game is a repeat of a game played October 1st, which was a 41-14 Trojan victory. Welcome, everybody. I'm Jeff Macy, and with me for game commentary tonight as we broadcast this game between the Meade County Greenwaves and the North Hardin High School Trojans is our outstanding basketball coach here at North Hardin, Mr. Mike Cofer. Mike, you've coached a while. I guess that would be an understatement, wouldn't it? But I think no matter what your record at the end of the season, whether it's good or bad, you get to start the playoffs and make a new start. So from a coach's perspective, tell me what Larry Mofield from Meade County and Brett Thompson of North Hardin are telling both of their teams tonight.
Well, it's the excitement of the playoffs. You work all year long for this moment. You know, it's a win or go home, and that's what you put the off-season workouts in. That's why all season long you're working and getting better for this type of playoff game. And I think it's exciting. The records go out the door. It's 0-0, and the best team wins tonight. And I think both teams should be pumped up, ready to play, because you know, at the end of the day, whenever the off season hits, you are striving to win a state championship, a district championship, a region championship. And so it starts today, and for both teams, I think both teams are excited to perform well tonight.
Good deal. North Hardin, I guess, won the toss. They're going to take the ball. I didn't see the toss. However, Meade County is getting ready to kick the ball away to North Hardin.
Yes, sir. We got Quayshawn Davis back here. He's an outstanding playmaker for North Hardin. And if Meade County's smart, they will not kick it to him because he's got a chance to run it back at any given time.
Well, there's the whistle to start the playoffs, and Meade County kicks it away. It's a squib kick, goes down the middle of the field, bounces, and taken.
Oh, pitch back to Quay.
There he goes. He's got it.
And he's wrapped up.
He'll return it for a return of about 8 yards. North Hardin's offense under Manny Whitterberly will set up shop at about the 30-yard line. 1st and 10.
Both teams run the spread offense. This should be entertaining. I know I talked to Coach Hooper before the game. He wants to establish the run and hopefully get the linebackers and safeties moving up to hit them deep a couple of times throughout the game.
2 wideouts each side. Wimberly calls for the snap. He's got Kai Boyd behind him, and he hands the ball off. Boyd goes off tackle, and he'll pick up about 4 yards on that play.
Great run right there. And I think that's what North Hardin wants to do. They want to try to run early, get them in short yardage situations, and be able to use that passing attack later on in the game.
North Hardin back to the line. 2 receivers both ways. Boyd behind Wimberly. Defense looks like they're going to blitz. They do. Wimberly hands off again up the middle. Boyd will carry it for about another 3 yards, which will set up about 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5. North Hardin's in no huddle, trying to rush the ball up. Let's see what they got here.
Same offensive set for North Hardin. Meade County jumps into the offense, and that should be enough to give North Hardin a 1st down on a penalty.
And then a 1st down for North Hardin. Ball on the 42-yard line, 1st and 10.
So, Trojans have gained 12 yards, 7 by their actions, 5 by penalty.
Quick toss,
Kimberly
drop.
Throws quickly out to the right flat.
I think that'd be Quayshawn with the drop right there. And he usually doesn't drop too many. He's a very sure-handed playmaker. I know they like to give him the ball early and often.
Well, they'll set him up in those screens, and then they'll go downfield on him here in a minute. Wimberly takes the snap, passes up, hands off, and he's met about the time. Boyd is met about the time he receives the handoff. He'll lose about 4 or 5 yards on that. That'll bring up 2nd and 15.
That was a great job of Meade County's front line right there. He didn't have much time to do anything. If they get rushed by that, they won't be very successful. We got to do a better job of blocking up front.
Brings up 2nd and 15. 2 wideouts to the left, 2 to the right. Wimberly takes a deep drop, throws to his right.
Good pass.
Gets that ball out.
There goes Quay.
And Quay's got it.
He's gone.
sideline, and he is going to score a touchdown. Touchdown, Trojans. Way Davis.
And like we said earlier before the game, he's a playmaker. You want to get the ball in his hand, he's liable to break one at any point. North Hardin, they've had the luxury of having a lot of playmakers on the field, and if we can get those guys in good situations, then no telling how many points they can put up on the board tonight.
That's a 58-yard touchdown from Manny Wimberly.
A flag on the play.
Oh my! Well,
that's a North Hardin holding penalty.
Well, that wipes out an outstanding play by Davis. He made some nifty moves going down the sidelines. So bring that back. Spot penalty too. It's going to take them all the way back, almost to the 20-yard line. What do we call that? 3rd and a mile. Wimberly drops back deep. And the pass is
another drop.
Coming across on a crossing route, Sean Boykins, and he can't handle it. That falls as an incomplete pass. Brings up 4th down.
The penalty just kills you. You cannot get a penalty right there. It takes away 6 points off the board. That's a huge penalty for North Hardin.
Punt forthcoming here. Meade County's players drop back about the 43-yard line of Meade County to receive the punt. Punt's away. It's a low punt. It'll hit about the 45-yard line and take a North Hardin bounce and bounce. It'll be spotted dead about the 44, 45-yard line. I think he's going to lay it right there on the hash mark, 44-yard line of Meade County. And Meade County will start their drive right there. Well, Meade County's been using 2 quarterbacks this year, Andrew Millay, number 10, and number 12, Kyle Parker. I believe it's Kyle Parker that comes out at the position tonight, and he has 2 receivers both ways and the back set to his left. North Hardin showing 3 down linemen. They'll send 5. Parker will throw, and he overshoots his receiver, Levi Stull. He had him open to the inside, and he just overshot him by about 5 yards, which will bring up 2nd and 10.
Good play call there. He, like you said, he had him open. It could have been a big play for Meade County. Very fortunate for North Hardin right there.
2nd and 10. North showing a 3-down look with 4 linebackers, a deep safety, 2 receivers both ways, and here comes the play. It's a pass. Almost intercepted. Who is that over there? That's got to be Micah Parms. He broke on the ball, almost intercepted it. Actually, he got his hands on it. I think he dropped it.
Micah's had a great year. He's one of the best cornerbacks on the North Hardin's team. He's looking, at any moment he could pick those things off and take them to 6.
All right, 3rd down and 10 for Meade County. And looks like they're having a little trouble on offense setting up. 3 receivers to the right. Here comes a pass, and it's going to be a double pass, a knuckleball, and it is incomplete. Knuckleball from Jace Bevan as he tried to hit number 3, and it just didn't come down for him. That ball was going end over end down the field.
It wasn't very pretty, that's for sure. 3 and out, and that's what North Hardin wants to do on defense, get off the field and get the ball back to the offense. Hopefully, they can get something going here.
Number 3 is Mason Brandon. He's the one that passed there. Wasn't a pretty ball, but it's up 4th down and 10. Ball hits the ground. They kind of do the rugby hunt. Kicks it and it bounces.
There goes Quay.
Quay Davis has it, moving to his right, makes a juke step, comes back to his left. And he's got room.
He's got blockers. Great block.
I think I saw a flag go down, but he's going to bring it back. The referee's going to spot that at the 41-yard line if this holds up. But I thought I saw.
They gave him the clipping. Looks like they might have got him for clipping.
Happened right in front of Coach Thompson. He's out pleading his case right now. And I think they're going to move the ball back. see an
That's
official.
a tough call. It looked like he almost had him squared up for the block right there.
Personal foul. All righty. That's going to push North Hardin back to start this drive. Back on their 30-yard line. That's where they started the last one.
Early on, penalties is really hurting North Hardin. They've got to really clean it up. But that looked to be a tough call. But you don't get all the calls. You got to explain.
Winnie throws to the right, and it's not going to pick up anything. It might be no gain or loss of a yard on that play. I'm not sure who he was trying to hit on that. Looks like number 9.
Sean Boykins.
Sean Boykins.
Another sophomore playmaker for North Hardin. He's very fast, very skilled. When he gets the ball in his hands, liable to take one to the house anytime he touches it.
Yep. This time Manny's got 3 receivers to his left, 1 to his right. Kai Boyd is the back set behind him. Meade County doesn't seem to be bringing pressure this time. Give off is up the middle, and he'll be wrapped up right at the line of scrimmage. I think they're going to spot it right at the line of scrimmage for no gain, which that'll bring up 3rd and 10. Actually, it's going to be 3rd and 11. The way they spotted the ball a while ago, he lost a yard. Let's see where they put the ball.
That was a great job of me kind of getting pressure up front, clogging up the lane. The running back had nowhere to go right there.
2 receivers both ways. Here's Kai Boyd behind Wimberly. Meade County showing pressure. There's the snap. Wimberly's dropping back. He's going to be met in the backfield by 2 Meade County defenders. Number 14, Julian Perales, met him, and along with, having a hard time getting the number there, 88, 68, Trent Schulten. So that's going to bring up a punting situation for North Hardin.
Another 3 and out. Right now it's a defensive battle. Both teams are playing well defensively.
They don't want to end their season tonight.
There's the punt, a good high punt, gets out there. It's going to take a bounce, and the Greenwave player is going to pick it up, and he'll gain about 3 on the return before he's tackled. On the return, you had number 13.
Lawson King.
He was wrapped up immediately. So Meade County is going to start this drive not too far away from where they started the first drive a while ago, about the 46-yard line. And again, we're going to have Kyle Parker with 3 receivers to his left, 1 to his right, back set to his right.
Here comes the blitz.
The Trojans are showing blitz, and they bring them. And they hit the back in the backfield for what looks to be a 3-yard loss. They'll spot the ball at about the 43-yard line for a loss of 3 on the play.
Yeah, Jacob Pike right there had nowhere to go. North Hardin run the blitz and was able to almost get the ball before it got to the running back. So great job by North Hardin.
2nd and 13 for Meade County.
I think Jacob was lucky to get the ball.
3 receivers to the right, back to the left, and again, looks like North Hardin is showing blitz, and they do.
Long pass,
long pass, and it's going to be knocked away by the quarterback. Micah Parms again on the play. He's playing the field corner on that play, and he knocked the ball down.
And Micah did a great job right there. He played it textbook, just knocked the ball down. Don't give the offensive player a chance to catch it.
Parker was trying to hit, I can't make out the number on that, number 13 on the receiving tee, Lawson King again. Lawson looks like he has about 8 inches on Micah on height over there.
He sure does. He's got good height on him. Micah did a good job of just knocking it down.
Levi Stoll in motion, and here comes the pass play. It's going to be a quarterback draw. And Parker's going to take it, and he'll come up on the play about 4 yards short of the first down.
That brings up a 4th down. Will Meade County go for it?
Tackled on the play by North Hardin's number 32.
4th and short right here.
4th and short, and 4th and 4. Looks like the Greenwave are going to go for it here. Nope, they drop back in punt formation. There's the snap. Again, the punter runs to his right.
That's a good kick by the
Kicks a
punter.
good ball.
And takes a Meade County row.
Yep, going to be spotted down about the 16-yard line, it looks like. North will start the next drive at the 16-yard line. Field position battle right now being won by Meade County. The starting position for North Hardin's drive seemed to be headed back toward their goal line.
But right now we've got 3 straight 3 and out, so we're on a row. Hopefully we can get some offense going here and get some points on the board.
Something's got to give. Wimberly in a empty backfield in the shotgun.
Nobody in the backfield.
Meade County does bring 4. Wimberly throws a pass down the seam. And they're calling it a complete pass.
Great catch right there by number 10, Skylar Coffey.
First down, Trojans.
And that was a bullet pass by Manny. He drilled that one in there.
Brings the ball out to the 26 for a 10-yard gain. They'll give the ball to Kai Boyd off right tackle, and he'll pick up, looks like to be about 2 yards on that play.
So we did break the string of 3 and outs.
Yeah, negative plays. Now we finally got a play going for positive yardage. 2 in a row.
North Hardin's going to be in trips right here. Let's see who they look for.
Here comes the snap. Rolling to his left. Manny sits, fires. I think he's headed toward Devin Seeley on that play, and it's just a little over Seeley's head. He's a tall kid, too, so he must have been way up the ladder.
Yes, it has. Devin's about 6'6", 6'7". He's a very good athlete. He's a tough cover in the open field. Manny just overthrew him right there.
If you're a right-handed quarterback, that's the way you want to run when you're trying to throw one. He set up perfect, but just
overlaunched it.
Receivers both ways. Kai Boyd in the backfield on 3rd down, and Manny drops. He's going to throw to his right.
Good pass there to play.
Play Sean Davis for a 1st down. Good for 13 yards.
Good pass and catch there for the 1st down.
That moves the ball to the 41-yard line. 1st and 10 Trojans. 2 receivers each way. Meade County looks like they've settled on a 3-man line and maybe bringing 1 right now. Here comes a snap, and it's a pass. It's going to be a long pass.
He's got him open.
Oh, missed him. Had Skylar Coffey going down the numbers on the right side of the field, and he just couldn't hold on to it.
That was great defense by was that number 6 there, Nolan Werbley?
I think Mason Brandon and Nolan Hoobrey were back there on that one. Or maybe that was Ethan Brandon, number 8.
Great defense by Meade County. They played that well.
2nd down and 10 here. Meade County showing blitz, and they do. Wimberly throws out to his left, gets it out to Sean Boykins. Boykins makes a couple of cuts. He's still on his feet after getting hit. And
he's gone
his way.
Nobody's going to catch that kid.
60 yards out, Sean Boykins takes in a touchdown to put the Trojans up.
That was a great individual play. Sean just did not want to go down right there. He broke 2 tackles on the outside, and once you get him in the open field, it's going to be hard to catch him. He's one of the fastest players on the team.
How he stood up when he got hit, I don't know. He got hit by 2 guys, but they couldn't put him down. Caden Logston on to attempt the extra point for North Hardin.
Caden's one of the best kickers in the whole region, so he's been pretty much automatic all year long. Bad snap by North Hardin.
Logston picks it up. He's on the run, but he's not going to get there. He's going to be tackled about the 10-yard line. So that'll put North Hardin up 6-0.
Well, Jeff, I think I might have jinxed North Hardin right there by saying that. But Caden didn't get a chance to kick it. You know, it was a bad snap over his head. He did a good job of running back, picking it up, and trying to get some yardage out of it. But
as you look at the game, like how it's unfolded, I mean, Meade County looked to have a little momentum early with field position, pushing North Hardin back, but you just got the kind of sense that at some point, North Hardin's position and skill players were going to make a play, because if Manny can get him the ball in space, and you saw it there because he took off on that run and nobody could catch him.
That's right, Jeff. I mean, even the first play, North hit him with a long pass, but got called back for holding, and game kind of stalled out. So you thought Meade was going to have a little momentum, and they just have not been able to put a drive together. North Hardin's defense has held stout with 3 straight 3-and-outs, and it was just a matter of time before North Hardin hit him with a big play, and Sean made it happen with 2 broken tackles, and he was off to the races.
North Hardin High School and the Trojans lead 6-0 with 4:15 left.
I'm not going to say much about my stat keeping tonight, but I'm showing that the Greenwaves run for -3 yards on 1 rush, and from the running back, their quarterback did get a 13-yard gain on that 1 play
on the draw
play. But other than that, they've not completed a pass yet. North Hardin's defense seems to be doing what they did in the first game, just controlling the line of scrimmage and making sure on the outside the passes are not getting completed.
And that's right. They put pressure on the quarterback, and in the running game for Meade County, they hadn't had any room to run. North Hardin's been in the backfield by the time the running backs got it.
There's the kickoff from Rashid. There's the kickoff from Rashid. Meade County gets it, and a decent return here from Jace Bevan as he brings the ball out to, and I think they're going to spot this at the 27-yard line.
So let's see if Meade County can't figure out this North Hardin defense. North Hardin's bringing the blitz here, and you think they might be able to hit them with a quick slant or something over the middle to just kind of loosen it up.
Meade County sets up shop on their possession at the 27-yard line. Trips left and the back to his left. North Hardin showing blitz up the middle. Levi Stell comes in motion, and the handoff is fake. It's going to be a on the ground, and I think Parker gets back on top of it. So it was going to be a quarterback draw. Didn't fool anybody.
No, North Hardin again was in the backfield. They've been able to get a lot of pressure.
Trips left this time. Parker settles in, calls for the ball. He's going to throw to his right and over the head of his receiver. He was aiming for Jace Bevan again on a bubble screen, it looked like. Just a little too high for Bevan to pull in. Looked like North Hardin had it.
Had it well defended right there. If he had came down with it, he wasn't going to have much room to run with it anyway. So it's probably a good thing he did throw it over his head.
Brings up a 3rd and 11 for the Greenwave. Trips to the left again.
North Hardin's looked to be bringing the blitz again up the middle.
Trying to time it right, and they drop back in a zone. Meade intercepted. We've got an interception by Alex White, and he is on the way to the end zone. He is going to be tackled. Oh, he stepped out of bounds.
At the 2-yard line, Jeff.
Looked like Alex White was on his way for an interception.
Great play there by Alex White. He picked it off, and he was like a running back. He was wanting to get that in the end zone. He had a great stiff arm in Meade County right there and just stepped out the 2-yard line. Great individual play by Alex White.
Alex White puts North Hardin in business almost at the 1-yard line. Manny's going to come up under center, take the snap and hand it off.
And touchdown Trojans.
Guy Boyd takes it 2 yards. Touchdown. That puts the Trojans up 12-0 with 3:19 to go.
Great play right there, just pound it in, and that's something you don't see North Hardin do very often, go underneath the center. It looks like North Hardin's going to go for 2 right here, get it back to 14.
Timeout, North Hardin. I'm sorry, timeout, Greenwaves. So the coaches are going to talk about this. I think Coach Thompson, you're right. I think he wants to go for 2 here. And what do you do if you're Mr. Mofield here, Coach Mofield? What do you tell your guys here?
Well, you hope to get some pressure and get, you got to clog up the middle in case they want to try to run it straight up the middle. It's a big stop right here to hold them just to 12 points instead of 14.
All right, welcome back. Just scored.
I'll tell you right now, there's an upset in college basketball going on right now that a lot of people in the state of Kentucky would not believe. Miles College is up 46-39 on Kentucky in the exhibition game.
Well, I'm sure that'll make John Calipari a little restless.
That'll make a lot of people in the state of Kentucky sick.
All right, Wimberly's back in the shotgun, and he's going to drop pass. He's going to get
pressure, sack.
He's going to get hit and dropped, and that conversion will fail as well. So that after that play, the Trojans are still up 12-0 with 3:19 to go in the first quarter.
That's a great play by Meade County's defense right there to hold North to just a touchdown and not get that 2-point conversion. Keeps the game in shouting distance, and maybe it give them a little bit momentum for the offense.
So if you're looking for positives, if you're Meade County, you have to say, okay, we kept them out. The ball's on the 3-yard line there for the conversion, or 2.5-yard line, whatever. They don't get in. We sack their quarterback.
And Meade County's been able to create a little bit of pressure. They've held North Hardin's running game in check right now. It's just 2 big plays by North Hardin, one on the defensive end and one on offense that gives North a 12-0 lead.
As Jabari Reed gets ready to set the ball down for the kickoff, I do want to make note tonight that Central Hardin's volleyball team won tonight. They will be playing in the state semifinals tomorrow. So we want to
good luck to Central Hardin.
They've had an outstanding season as you look at their record, and congratulate them on a good season and wish them well as they go forward. They'll play the winner of the Mercy-Boyd County game. But they're in the state semifinals. I've watched them the last few years, and we played them, and they have a good program. They play well. They play together.
Mercy is always a powerhouse in volleyball, so it'll be interesting to see how they do against Mercy. But the season they had, you got to give your hats off to Central Hardin's volleyball.
They've only lost one match this year, I think.
Oh wow, that's a great season.
So Rashid's back surveying the field and getting ready to kick the ball.
And he has a great leg. We look to put this one in the end zone.
This one's going to fall short, about the 25-yard line, and it will be returned. Still going. And it's going to come out to about the 25-yard line, it looks. So 1st and 10 Greenwave at the 25 as they start this drive.
Other scores in high school football, it looks like Brewery County's got an early lead 16-8 over Elizabethtown High School.
That's a surprising score. All right, Parker's back. He's got trips right. One receiver to the left, and he's going to give up the middle for no gain, maybe a loss of 2 on the play.
Again, great rush right there by North Hardin. Get him in the backfield. Number 50?
That was, number 27, Jacob Pike was the one that ran it, and he lost 2, so that's not a lot of success on the ground other than those quarterback draws. Receivers both ways for Parker on this play as he gets ready to call for the ball. And it's going to be a pass. He wanted to go to number 8, coming across on a crossing route and just couldn't get the ball to him.
I think that's probably what Meade County needs to try to do a little bit more since the North's blitzing so much up the middle, is try to hit him with a slant where those linebackers are maybe to kind of loosen the defense up a little bit.
Quarterback calls for the ball. He's rolling to his right. It's Malay in the game right now. He's going to throw a pass down the field. And it was well defended.
Well, Jalen Alfonso almost got back there and picked that one off.
Just about got to it, didn't he?
Jalen's a great young player. Works hard, very fast, very physical.
Well, it's going to bring up 4th and 16, it looks like. 4th and 17 for the Green Wave. And the Trojans are clearly winning the field position battle now. This ball should come out to about the 45, 50-yard line, and you have to see what Quay does with it. He gets the punt off almost. Oh, I think he may have gotten some of it. It's going to go out of bounds at the Green Wave 40-yard line. I am not so sure that number 7, Jawan Williams, didn't get his hand on that punt. God bless you, sir.
Bless you.
So North Hardin's going to start at their 40-yard line now.
Another good field position for North Hardin. Meade County, right now, they've got to start moving the ball on offense to help this defense out a little bit.
First and 10. 3 receivers right. Nope. We got 2 each way. Manny pump fakes, throws long down the field.
Oh, he's got him open.
Oh, he had him wide open. The flag is on the field. I'm not so sure they're not going to call pass interference on Meade County on this play.
I would say that's
judging by the reaction of Meade County's Mason Brandon.
Manny had him wide open right there and just kind of overshot him. Another potential big play for North.
Well, that's going to set Meade County up playing defense right there at the 25-yard line. Manny's got it, and he's going to give to Boyd, and he's going to be met in the backfield rather quickly there by 2 Meade County players. Leading the charge on that play was Connor Geis as he makes the tackle. And that'll be a 5-yard loss for Mr. Boyd.
Right now, both running games is non-existent. Norris has been very successful through the air right now, and hopefully they can start getting the running game going for them.
2nd and 15, Wimberly runs to his right. He's got a long pass, had his receiver, but threw it a little bit beyond him and to the inside of the receiver. He couldn't catch it. Now that is being polite when you knock the flag over and you set it back up, you know. Receiver that he was trying to hit on that play, number 9, Sean Boykins. He had about 2 steps on his defender. Bring up 3rd and 14, 3rd and 15 for the Trojans. Meade County looks to be not pressuring on this play as they look to be setting up play zone. Which is what you do on 3rd and long situations. Manny's got it, and he's pressured. He's going to get the ball away, but it's going to be incomplete. That I'm not sure some major league guys could have caught that.
Manny rolled back and threw that one. We got a flag on the play right there. It looks to be maybe holding on North Hardin. Yes, it is. So North will be going back another 10 yards if they accept it.
Well, they declined the penalty, so that brings up a decision for Coach Thompson. You're at the 30-yard line with 3rd and 15, or 4th and 15.
It looks like are they going to try to kick a field goal here? They might be trying to kick a field goal.
They brought Mr. Rashid in, and I believe it's Cade Loxton doing the holding, isn't it?
Yes, it is. And Mr. Rashid, he's got a strong leg. He's capable of making this one.
Field goal attempt to come. There's a snap.
Oh, another bad snap.
He's got it, and he's going to be tackled at the 45.
That might be the defensive play that Meade County needs. Let's hope North's defense can hold him here.
Well, North continues to be up 12-0, but it has been a sloppily played game, I think, by both teams in certain areas. Obviously, our kicking game is not working for us right now, other than the punts.
Well, we've had a couple of bad snaps, and the kickers hadn't had a chance to kick it. Honestly, defenses on both squads, I think, came to play today. They both made some real good plays. Got some pressure on the quarterback. North just came up with two really big plays that is why they're leading right now. I think if both schools continue to get as much pressure as they do in the backfield right now, it's going to be hard for both offenses.
End of the game at quarterback the last two series has been Andrew Millay, and both of his passes have fallen incomplete at this point.
Andrew has thrown for 642 yards this season, so he has got a lot of playing time. So let's see if he can't get this Meade offense going here.
Parms was defending on that last play, and he was there. Millay again throws out to his left. It's caught this time. Number 21, Jace Bevan, who picks up a first down. The first down for Meade County tonight as they move the ball down to about the 42, 43-yard line of North Hardin.
That's a great play right there by Chase. He broke two tackles on the outside that would have held him short of the first down, and he refused to go down and picked up the first for Meade County. If I'm not mistaken, is that Meade County first down of the game?
On offense, that's their first down. Malay's got receivers on both sides. Trojans are showing pressure, and they
got him. Nope.
They don't get to him. He gets the ball away, and he's got a receiver wide open. Did he catch it?
Yes, he did. No.
Incomplete.
That was a great pickup on the blitz by the running back. North looked like they was going to hit the quarterback hard, and the running back came up and picked him up. Great. That was a great job by the running back to give him time to throw.
And the receiver was open. He was defended on that play by Elijah Palmer. Trying to see who the other person back there was. I think it might have been Elijah Palmer and Jalen Afonso. But Millay comes up now 2nd and 10 after that incompletion, and he's going to throw again over to his left. Receiver catches it, and he's going to struggle forward. They're finally going to blow the whistle and spot the ball about the 30.
Picked up a 4 yards there. Great job of North Hardin team tackling right there and stacking him up. But Meade's starting to show life on offense right here, and into the first quarter, they might have a little momentum going their way here with the big stop on the field goal.
Well, that's the end of the first quarter, as you said, and North Hardin does lead 12-0. I want to remind you that tonight's ball game is brought to you by Physical Therapy Associates, Brandenburg Telecom, Waddell's Auto and Scrap Metal Recycling, E-Town Exterminating, and West Point Bank. We also want to thank HCEC-TV for broadcasting this game, along with the National Federation of High School Sports, who are also going to be streaming this game for those who couldn't see it live tonight. Second quarter starts. The Trojans have a 12-0 lead, but Meade County has the ball. 3rd and 6 at the North Hardin 39-yard line. Trips to the near side of the field for Millay. Lone receiver to his right, and the back is set to his left. And here comes the play. It's going to be a pass to the left, and it's going to be outside and over the head of number 13, Lawson King.
Well, it looks like, we was talking about volleyball earlier, it looks like Central Hardin will be playing Mercy in the Final Four in volleyball tomorrow. Mercy ended up beating Boyle County 3-0 in straight sets. So good luck to Central Hardin Bruins.
Ball on the 39-yard line. Punter back at the 49 of Meade County. There's the snap. He's going to run to his right.
Oh, it's a fake punt.
It is a fake punt.
And he's got it.
He's on his way. That's Jace Bevan, and he ran to his right after getting. It was a play and fake all the way. He grabbed the ball, never tried to kick it. He took off running as hard as he could, and he's going to pick up a first down about the 27-yard line of North Hardin. That'll be the second first down that Meade County has picked up on its own tonight.
That was a big-time call by Meade County's coaching staff right there. And big play for Meade County. They're continuing to move the ball and continue to get more momentum. If they can punch this in, it'll be huge for them.
So from the 27, Meade County sets up shop, 2 receivers each way. And it's going to be a handoff to Levi Stoll.
Flag on the play. It looks to be holding.
Looks like Stoll might. Look to see what the call is going to be. They're walking backwards. I still haven't seen the referee make the call yet. Guess they're calling a hold. It's a spot foul, and that's going to drop them back about 12, 13 yards from where they were. It's going to bring up a 1st and 23 now.
Those holding plays just absolutely stalls your offense.
Yeah, they get you. Well defended. I think the pass was caught on that play. So
great catch right there by number 9.
Pick up about 7 yards.
Bennett Haas made an outstanding catch. He was well defended, and he just went up and grabbed that thing.
Levi Stoll in motion across the formation, and Malay's going to get the pass, drop back. He's throwing to his right again. It's well defended by the Trojans over there, but I think he came down with the ball.
Did he come down with it in play?
But he came down out of bounds.
Out of bounds.
Out of bounds. Defending on the play was Jalen Afonso, and the receiver got between him and the ball. Jalen couldn't do anything with it.
No, he didn't. It was a great play by the receiver, but Jalen was right there with him. Luckily, he stepped out of bounds for North Hardin.
Oh, my. Another penalty called on Meade County on that play. They're calling offensive pass interference.
Well, maybe that's why the offensive player got in front of Jalen.
Well, the Trojans have declined that penalty, and that'll bring up 3rd and 16. 3rd and 16 at 33-yard line.
3rd and 16.
You can't do that! You can't do that!
Malay looking at his play sheet, calling the play. Trojans showing pressure. 3 receivers to the right. Oh, and there's a false start. That'll back him up to 3rd and 21. 3rd and 23.
And Meade County's going the wrong direction right now. They had a lot of momentum going their way with the fake punt. 3 straight penalties has really moved them back and stalled their drive. North Hardin right now is looking to bring the blitz right here and create some momentum for themselves.
Meade County with trips to the right. Trojans showing pressure. And they're going to bring it. They bring some pressure, and they get to the quarterback, and there's another flag. Sacking the quarterback on that play is number 50 for North Hardin.
Another holding, which will be declined.
Wow.
North really sounded off right there, and they just run the house, and Meade didn't have any chance to throw the ball. Penalties is really speaking volumes in this game right now. It's really stopped one drive from Meade County and another drive from North Hardin.
4th and 21 for the Green Wave, and I'll tell you, A.J. Ruggiero come off there like a man possessed, boy.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Great individual play by him.
Coach Mofield has decided he's going to punt this ball away now that they've been backed up almost to midfield. There's the snap, and the punt's away. Good punt. It's going to take a Meade County roll and head down towards the goal line. Probably going to be stopped about the 6-yard line, it looks like.
Good punt by Meade County to push North Hardin back and regain the field position gain there.
North Hardin will start this drive at the 7-yard line.
Got a little success on
So field positions back in favor of Meade County here if they can do anything with it this time. What's your score on that UK game? Is that score still holding?
It hasn't got up there yet. I know there's a lot of mad UK fans out there.
I was going to say there's probably some people right now ready to start calling Calipari.
Yeah,
The handoff to Kai Boyd, and he's going to run to his right, maybe lose 2 on the play.
I'm glad I'm here at the football game, or I might have broke my TV right now.
All right, Manny's got 2 receivers each way. Boyd set to his right. He sets up, throws to his right, and
that's Quayshawn Davis making a couple moves.
He's got a couple moves, and he'll be out to about the 13, maybe the 14-yard line.
Hey, stop and look at the scoreboard!
That'll bring up 3rd and 3 as Davis picks up about 7. He's got 4 receptions tonight for 20 yards. And we come back with the same formation. Davis to the short side of the field. Meade County looking to bring pressure on this play with 9:02 left to go. It's North Hardin 12, Meade County 0. And they're going to give Boyd right up the middle, and he's maybe going to make it back to the line of scrimmage. Probably no gain on that play for Boyd.
Well, if you like running games, this is not the game to watch because there's not been much movement on both sides of the football. I think both defenses really stalled the running games of each offense right now, and they can't get anything going.
Brings up a 4th and 2 for the Trojans, Mike, and most of the pressure, it's not coming off the edges. It's coming right up the middle. Other than Ruggiero's sack back here a while ago, they're showing the inside linebackers just coming up the A-gaps. If you're the guard in the center, what do you do? Gets the punt off. It's going to be fielded at the 50-yard line. A couple of players tackle it.
Flag on the play.
For North Hardin on that play, Micah Parnes was the first one hitting, and I think Hunter Durham was the one that cleaned it up for him. There is a flag down. The ball was spotted down at the 45-yard line of North Hardin.
That was a great play by the punter right there from North Hardin. The snap was in the grass, and he picked it up off the grass and able to get the kickoff to push Meade back past half field. That could have been ugly for North Hardin right there if he didn't do that.
They called holding on that play, and that's going to push Meade County back to their 45-yard line where they will start this drive.
Good news for the UK fans. The perennial powerhouse, Miles College, they actually regained the lead here for the first time in the second half.
Malay gets hit as he throws the ball. He throws it. He's trying to hit number 8, Ethan Brandon, on the right sideline. He was well defended. The ball goes over his head. That'll bring up 2nd and 10. And I'm glad to see that the Titans have returned in college basketball, and Kentucky's regained the lead. You know, it's one of those things when you bring in that many new players every year and try to.
It's hard to do, but you know, I didn't know Miles College. I didn't know they had such a good team this year. So
I hear they have several super seniors on their team. That's the word I was getting. 2nd and 10 for Meade County. At the 45-yard line, Andrew Malay calls for the ball, receives it. He's going to throw again. He's going to throw, over the head of number 21, and it it falls incomplete, but I'll tell you, there to defend that pass and almost pick it off, Micah Parms. He just about got him another one.
Micah's made 3 or 4 really nice plays on for this game right now. He's really playing good defense on the receivers.
3rd and 10. It seems like Meade County, other than 3 or 4 plays, they're either not making any yardage or they're working their way backwards.
Yes, and penalties has really killed them here in the second quarter. Any chance of moving the ball, they've just gone back. Another sack ball. Oh, he got away.
He got away from it, and he's going to throw it downfield.
Oh,
North Hardin's going to break it.
Oh, no. Pass interference by North Hardin.
Defended on the play there, Micah Parms and Elijah Palmer.
Looks like
Parms made a little contact. I guess Palmer made the contact. Parms almost made the interception. They're going to call it pass interference, and that's going to be a first down.
Great play by the quarterback right there. He was sacked in the backfield, spun out of it, got away, and was able to make a play. Threw almost a jump ball deep in the middle, and North poorly defended that pass right there. Louisville Moore is up 6-0 on John Hardin early in the first quarter.
1st and 10, and here we go. North is showing pressure again. And they bring it. Malay sets up, and he gets pressure.
Oh, interception!
Elijah Palmer looks like
he's up without penalty right there.
He's in for the touchdown.
Great job by Elijah Palmer right there.
Palmer takes that ball 85 yards to the house.
I tell you what, that speaks a lot about the kid, because he had a big pass interference last play. He comes back with a pick 6 interception. That's a great job by Elijah.
At the 7:34 mark, North Hardin 18, Meade County nothing. Conversion to come. Malay threw that ball, and there was a lot of air underneath it, and it just safety had way too long to read that ball. He looked more like a receiver on that play.
He saw that coming a mile away right there and broke on it, and he was gone.
Caden Logston's kick is up and good, right down the middle, and that'll put North Hardin up 19-0.
Well, he's finally able to get a snap down on the kicking game. Cade put it through.
You know, the kicking game works if the snap is right and the hold is right and the kick is right.
That's right. You know, we got 2 really good kickers on this team, and Cade's one of the best in the whole state.
All right, 7:34 to go in the second quarter of this first-round playoff game between Meade County Greenwave and the North Hardin Trojans. Trojans, just the big play, offensively and defensively, is the difference in the game. 3 big plays.
It's really been a good defensive game on both sides of the ball right there, and like you said, the Trojans has came up with 3 big plays, and that's why the score is 19-0. Big plays is the story of this game.
You take the big plays away, and it's probably a stalemate at that point, because neither offense really is doing much. They both had a couple of big plays, but nothing that really, other than the run, the pass that went for the touchdown, you kind of got the feeling if something had to give,
Central Hardin, we just got an update that Central Hardin's up 8-0 over Barron. The winner will face the winner of this game and for the district title.
And that game's got a long way to go too. I mean, Barron's already beat Central once this year. That game may go right down to the wire. Kickoff away. It's taken by Meade County. Number 10 is who I had on that, and that would be Grant King. Grant King returns the ball back. to about the 30-yard line where Meade County will start this drive.
I tell you what, Jeff, Meade's got to make something happen here. They're in danger to getting this game pushed out ahead of them here. Trojans right now with the big plays they're making, if they can get something going, they can put this out of reach in the first half.
Trips left for Andrew Millay. Trojans showing pressure, and they do blitz. Millay's on the run to his
Oh, he got away again.
And he gets away.
Looks like there's a flag in the backfield, Jeff.
I'm not so sure that's not either going to be a hold or a face mask. It looked like when Millay made his move, his head jerked around. Could be a face mask. That's not what they're calling it, a hold. So that'll drop the Greenwave back another 10 yards.
Penalties has actually absolutely killed the Meade County right now. They are racking up the penalty yards.
They're going to spot the ball right now at about the 26-yard line, which will bring up 1st and 20. Trips to his left, back to his left, and here comes Millay calling for the ball. And the Trojans bring pressure. Millay walks to his right, gets away from it, and now he's going to have to pull the ball down, run a little bit, and throws the ball out there. I didn't see a receiver in that area, but it did get past the line of scrimmage. So they won't get for intentional grounding.
Yeah, there's a flag on the play again, Jeff. Intentional grounding on Meade County, I think they're called.
And that'll be the loss of down. So that'll bring up 2nd and 26.
Right now, Meade County's just going in the wrong direction.
Penalties are killing, and puts them in such a long down and distance that what play do you call there? I mean, you know, you're doing bubble screens and you're doing passes to the flat. They've not been able really to hit anybody downfield.
They really had tried to run
this formation in the past, though. They've tried to hit the receiver on the outside, the tall one over there, and they're going to draw play this for no gain. Maybe a loss of about 3.
And that's maybe why they haven't ran the ball very much, because they're not getting any holes and the running back's not getting any room to run the ball, because North Hardin seems to be in the backfield in every possession right now.
They're blitzing the gaps and just absolutely taking that away from them.
Great job by the defensive coordinator of North Hardin by reading that.
3rd and a mile, 3rd and 30 with 6:23 to go, and I think there's a timeout on the field. I think the referee is going to have to get some ice on his elbow here from all the penalties that he's having to relay to us tonight. That might be a repetitive injury, you know.
Hey, he has thrown that flag a lot.
Last update we had on scores was Central Hardin was up 8-0 on Barron County. I want to remind listeners that Central Hardin's volleyball team did win today, and they will be in the semi-state finals tomorrow against Mercy.
Another score from around the district. LaRue County is up 28-14 against the Elizabethtown Panthers.
Wow, 28-14, LaRue over E-Town. Well, here comes the Greenwave back on the attack. Trojans up 19-0. Trips left, single receiver to the right, and the Trojan defense is showing pressure again. And they come after Millay. Millay takes a snap, throws to his right, or throws to his left. There's nothing there. Nothing there. Throws it out of bounds, and that'll bring up 4th and 30. So this drive absolutely has done nothing but go negative.
And right now, North Hardin looks to have the ball in decent field position right here. It'd be a big punt for Meade County if they can get anything out of it just to get them out of their territory.
6 minutes and 11 seconds to go in the second quarter here in this game, and the Trojans are going to get the ball back. If you're Coach Thompson here, you've got a lead. What do you do? I mean, you're up big right now. You don't want to give the ball back, even though Meade County's not really done anything with it. But
well, I think you just stick with what's working, you know.
John Hardin is up 14-6 in their game. It says all three Hardin County schools are in action tonight. Here comes the punt. May have been partially blocked. It didn't look like it got off the...
A good Meade County bounce right there, but North Hardin's going to get the ball in great field position. You asked the question, what's Brent Thompson going to do right here? I think they just keep doing what's working. Look for them to kind of use bubble screens and hit the receivers and see if they can't make people miss.
Well, they've got the ball at the 36-yard line to start this drive. It seems like the fortunes have changed since that first quarter when North didn't have the best field position. Now they're getting the field position. They seem to be making and getting their own breaks. And here comes Manny Wimberly with Kai Boyd behind him. And he's going to get the ball, take the snap, set up, pass to his right. He's got a receiver down the field and well covered on the play.
He was looking for Quayshawn Davis right there. He just overshot him just a little bit.
Andrew Millay and Mason Brandon on the coverage for Meade County. That Quay's going down the field. He's got two Meade. They're paying him quite a bit of attention right now.
And well, they should. Quay's had a great year. I think he leads the team in receiving and reception. So I think Meade County's trying to stop him, putting two people on him to see if Manny tries to look for somebody else here.
Flag on the play, pass complete.
Pass complete to Skylar Coffey, but there is a flag down, and the referee is getting ready to give us a signal here in just a minute. Holding North Hardin.
Imagine that, Jeff, another penalty.
You get a positive play on offense, and it's negated by a penalty. And on the sideline, Coach Thompson just puts his head down and takes a few steps, and then looks back up and gives his players some attention. You kind of tell by his body language he's not happy with the way things are going right now. Meade County traveled well tonight. They've got a decent-sized crowd on their side of the field tonight. North Hardin, as usual, has a lot of kids and parents here. The community looks like it's come out and supported the Trojans.
Second and long here for North.
Second and 27. That spot foul there just absolutely sets you way, way back. So second and 27 at the 47, and here comes the snap. Gives to Boyd. He's hit as soon as he takes the handoff, and he'll be dropped for a 1-yard loss. Great
defense right there. Meade County was able to create pressure up the middle like we've been talking about, and Boyd had nowhere to go with it. He was hit almost as soon as he got the ball from the quarterback. Right now, both offensive lines are really getting tested here by the defense.
Meade County showing a two-deep safety look here. Manny looks to the sideline for the play call, gets it. Looks back at his wrist to check the play. There's the snap. Meade County brings 6. Manny's
he's going deep, and he's got Quay wide open, and he gets the touchdown Trojan
into the end zone untouched. On the play, the defense was there by Ethan Brandon, but Quay Davis was about 4 yards past him when he caught the ball, and he walks into the end zone untouched.
Manny absolutely threw a bomb right there, and I think Meade County just kind of stopped because he didn't think Manny could throw the ball that far, and Quay just ran underneath it. Great pass and catch by North Hardin. And there you go, Jeff, another big play by the Trojans. It's a story of big plays.
57-yard bomb puts the Trojans up 25-0. Caden Logston's extra point is good, and that'll make it 26-0. North Hardin.
I tell you what, you put that ball down, Caden is pretty much money from extra point range. Kentucky has now opened up a stellar 8-point lead over Miles College.
An 8-point lead, you said?
Yes, sir. It's a statement game for UK. They're making a big statement. As they're probably looking ahead for Duke on Tuesday night, opening of college basketball.
Well, while we've got
being the principal at North Hardin, is it okay if I call in sick on Tuesday night so I can watch UK play?
As long as you're at work during Tuesday.
I'll be there, buddy. I'll be there.
I appreciate that. Okay, so, as we get ready for the kickoff here from Jabari Rashid, your season's coming up. What are you looking for in the season this year? Give us a little.
Well, I'm excited to get going, but, we got seven guys on the playing football right now, so we got a lot of guys on the football field, and it's great to see them achieving and doing great things on the football field. We at North, all the football, baseball, we work together. We want to see guys playing all three sports, whether it's track and field also. So it's great seeing so many kids having success on all levels. In basketball, I can't wait to get these guys out here, but I want to see them continue on in their football season.
Kickoff is taken by Jace Bevan, and he is going to bring it out. A good return for Meade County on that play, as he's going to get out to about the 38-yard line on the return. He had some good blocking to the right. They had the right call on from blocking, and the Trojans finally bring him down at now they're saying about the 36-yard line. So.
Good return right there from Meade County. Let's see if they can get something going on offense. If they can stay away from the penalties, they might be able to gain some momentum, but they've got to stay away from the holding and the penalties on offense, because they just keep getting pushed back.
2 receivers each way, and the give's going to go up the middle, and he's going to be hit as soon as he takes the handoff, and he'll lose about 3 yards on that play. He's showing a little frustration that he can't go anywhere when he gets the ball. He would like to be able to run a little bit, but he just doesn't have.
There's no room to run.
Jacob Pike has lost yardage the last 2 times he's touched the ball.
And it's not really Jacob Pike's fault. They've had not, North Hardin is blitzing the gaps, and they're right there when he hands the ball off. They're right there to tackle Jacob Pike.
Well, Malay's going to go with an empty backfield this time. Again, the Trojans are showing pressure, a lot of pressure. They back out of some of it, but they're going to chase Malay out of the pocket, and he's going to complete the pass on the sideline. And
Did he step out short of the first down?
Well, I think they're going to give him about 4 yards.
Well, I think they're calling it incomplete, Jeff. I think he was out of bounds when he caught the ball.
Wow. Bad break for Meade County there. You know what? I think they gave him 2 on it. I think they gave him 2 on that one.
No, they're back.
Showing pressure again, and that pass is complete for about 5 yards.
There's a red Ford Focus with temporary tags parked in the parking lot with the lights on. That car belongs to you. So you want to turn the lights on. Red Ford Focus in the parking lot.
Brings up a 4th and 6, and it looks like the offense is going to stay on the field for Meade County here. I guess they're saying, why give it back to them? Nope. Looks like they're going to punt it. They had a great fake earlier.
I don't think.
You think they can get them twice?
I don't know. At this point in the game, I think you might want to check your chances and try pushing them back. Meade County has played well on all defense.
That was a dangerous play.
Meade County has played very well on defense. Besides a couple of big plays by the Trojans, this game would be very close.
I'm giving Sean Boykins my courage award on that play, because that ball was bouncing around and he picks it up off the bounce. 2 Greenwave defenders right on him.
I think Coach Thompson was glad he was able to corral that one and just go down to the ground with it.
Wonder what Coach Thompson would be saying to him on the sideline if he had dropped that one.
Well, I would say he probably put it in a nice way. Don't do that again.
North Hardin's going to start on the 21-yard line here, 1st and 10. And Wimberly's going to take the snap again. He's going to pass. He's looking to his left, and he's going to
deep ball to Devin Seeley.
Seeley just out over his outstretched hands. I mean, probably missed him by 6 inches. He made a diving play for the ball, just couldn't catch it. Defended on that play by number 3, Mason Brandon, and number 8 for Meade County, Ethan Brandon. The Brandon boys on defense playing there.
Yeah, Manny threw a pretty good ball right there, put it in a place where nobody else could catch it, and Devin just really couldn't catch up to it.
Manny hadn't completed a lot of passes, but when he has completed them, they've gone for touchdowns. Here he goes again on the crossing route, and it's going to be taken
by Sean Boykins right there.
Sean Boykins, no gain, it looks like, on the play.
Third and 10.
Brings up 3rd and 10, the ball at the 21-yard line. 2:40 to go in this first half. It's been an interesting first half. You've not seen any sustained offense. It's been a half of big plays on both sides. And Manny's going to throw the ball here. He's going to get out
great pass and catch by Manny.
40-yard line, and he'll be dropped at the 43-yard line.
Quay is having a huge half right now, and Manny's hitting Quay very often.
22 yards on that play, going to Quayshawn Davis. And that puts him up 79 yards receiving tonight.
And he had probably an 80-yard one that got called back early on in the first possession for holding. So Quay and Manny is really connected well tonight. Manny threw a great ball right there to Quay. Let's see if they can't keep it going here with 2 minutes left to go in the second quarter.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line. 2:13 to go, and the clock is ticking in this quarter before the half. Two receivers both ways. Wimberly takes the pass, drops, and he's going long again.
Deep.
He's got a receiver open.
Oh, great play by Meade County defender there.
Well defended by Meade County. He steps in front of the receiver, knocks it down, and that'll bring up another incomplete pass, and that'll be 2nd and 10.
Looks like Quay's hurt over there on the sideline, but he'll be okay. He does this every game. He does it also in basketball where he gets a little wind and gets tired and fakes an injury for 5 minutes, but he'll be back on the field catching balls. I would guarantee it in the second half.
That last pass intended for Sean Rose, who had steps on the defender. This play is a handoff to Kai Boyd, who is still on his feet, picks up the first down, knocked out of bounds at about the 44-yard line of Meade County. So Boykins goes...
Kai Boyd
goes for about 13 yards on that play.
A big run right there. Finally, North Hardin was able to get a little gap, and Kai made a great run, running over a couple defenders. Finally, we was able to get some yardage on the ground. Let's see if North can keep this going.
He did some fancy dancing in the backfield there.
Another run by Kai. He's got some room.
The middle, he cuts to his left, and he's going to get he's going to be close to a first down.
Looks like North's starting to have some holes in the running game here. Meade County might be getting tired. They played well all night long, just giving up a couple of big plays. So
9-yard pickup on that play, and it'll be 2nd and 1. Meade County showing pressure right up the middle with the linebackers. And flag on the play, they're going to call North Hardin for false start. False start, so that takes your 2nd and 2 or 2nd and 1 back to 2nd and 6.
Another penalty, huh? Do we have a count of how many penalties have been in this first half?
I don't think my paper would hold them all. Here comes Wimberly calling for the snap. It's going to be a drop back, throw out to his left.
There's Boykins.
And there goes Sean
He made a quick move. He's gone again.
39-yard line. He's going to go all the way into it.
Great play. Another big play by North Hardin.
39-yard completion.
There's Quay standing up on the sideline, putting his hand up. I think he's okay from that early injury.
I think you're right.
He looks to be fine. Boykins on a great run, pass and catch. He really made a couple of guys miss out there on the sideline, and he was gone off to the races again. That kid is fast, I tell you what.
48 seconds to go in the second quarter, and North Hardin has widened its lead to 32-0.
It's been the Boykins and Clay show right now on offense.
The receivers are making some outstanding plays. Credit Kai Boyd on those last two runs, though, because that made the defense have to play it honest.
Yes, and that running game always opens up the passing game. For the first time, North had a pretty sustained drive right there, and then they was able to hit Sean on a 40-yard pass and catch.
This game is beginning to take on the same tenor as the game back in October, in which North Hardin won that game 41-14. Meade County did score 2 touchdowns in that game, and was competitive. I felt watching that first game in October, Meade County was competitive for the first quarter and a half. They ended up, I think, scoring a couple of late touchdowns late in that game to make it a 41-14 game.
Right now, I mean, really, the score does not reflect how well Meade County has played on defense. They've had two. North Hardin essentially has had 2 pick sixes go their way, and then they've had 2 plays. That was just they was hit deep on. But Meade has really stalled North Hardin's running game out, and they've played well on defense. But offensively, they have not been able to move the ball at all. They've shot themselves in the foot with the penalties, and any momentum they've gotten, they've got moved back from holding penalties. So second half, Meade's really got to clean some stuff up and be able to sustain some drives to keep that defense off. I think that last drive by North Hardin, I think you could tell Meade's defense really got tired. They've been on the field a lot tonight, and I think it showed right there. Kai, like you said, had a couple of big holes for good running games right there to kind of keep drives going for North.
Well, if everything plays out like it is showing that it's going to play out, if Central wins and North wins, then North travels to Central Hardin next week to play in a rematch of a game held 2 weeks ago. A very close game. That game went down to the wire, and Central won it by stuffing North Hardin on a 4th and 1 with about a minute or so to go in that game. Mike, when I look at tonight's game, as Jabari gets ready to kick this ball off, it's not been a game of sustained drives. It's been lightning in a bottle. One big play, and there's the score. Or one big play, and you take a team out of field position. As we get ready to look at the halftime here, I mean, both of these coaches have got to go in and say, if you're Meade County, you're going to say, well, we haven't played well, and we've given up several big plays. If it weren't for that, we're still in the game. And if you're Coach Thompson, you say, we've made a lot of big plays. That's the only reason we're ahead right now.
Yeah, I think if you Coach Thompson also, I think you just going, let's keep it going, fellas. Let's keep some momentum going. Let's keep stopping on defense, getting stops on defense, and kind of maybe open up the running game a little bit, burn some clock, and just get out of here, get out of this game healthy and focus on Central Hardin. I think the biggest thing too when you get to playoff football and playoff is staying healthy, and if you got a big lead like this, I think it's time that you can maybe rest some starters and get some of those guys that hadn't got to play much all year some run, and then now you're healthy going into that next playoff game. So
looks like a personal foul against North Hardin on the kickoff or after the play. I did notice that Jacob Pike looked like he was hurt. He limped off the field after that return. Meade County is set up at the 38-yard line with 35 seconds to go. And
let's see if Meade can get something going right here to give them a little bit of momentum going into halftime. That would be huge for them because they really, the score has not reflected how well they've played on defense.
And they go with a quarterback run. He's going to run off tackle, and he's going to get nailed, taken down on the play by number 32.
Looks like Meade is content running out the clock right here, getting into halftime, maybe regroup and maybe hopefully get something going in the second half to get cut into this lead by North.
Yep, and that's what's going to do it. Well, clock is going to run out on the first half as Meade County is not going to run another play.
And Central Hardin's, and you know, we talk about Central Hardin, they are now up 21-0 on Barron County with 3 minutes left to go in the first half. So right now, like you said, both teams, if it holds out, it'll be a district rival game for the district championship. And it'll be a rematch of two weeks ago. It was a great game. I tell you what, North had the game, looked like they had the game under control, and Central hit it with a deep pass, down perfect pass by the quarterback, and punched it in.
You know, when you're looking at that game, you were there, I was there. That game was close. It was a tight game, and then. But you're right. They were able to run the ball off tackle all night long at will, which set up that long pass play at the end of the game for them to take the lead, and then they did what they did the rest of the night. I mean, it was a hard-fought defensive battle. Again, really no sustained. They sustained some drives and ran it right down our throat, but they weren't able to pull away.
No, and that was the key, I think, for Central Hardin that last game, is they was able to run the ball against us, and they was able to keep our offense off the field a little bit because they was able to run the ball so much. So, you know, looking ahead a little bit next week, we've got to do a lot better job of stopping the run. And I think if you put them in long situations and make them pass the ball a little bit more, I like our chances next week against the Brood.
Well, the buzzer sounded to end the first half with a score of 33 for the Trojans, nothing for the Meade County Greenwaves. This is a Hardin County educational and community television student production. HCEC-TV is a division of Hardin County Schools. Live Channel 1 programming is sponsored in part by Brandenburg Telecom, providing service for all of your telecommunications needs. I want to remind you that also sponsoring tonight's game, in addition to Brandenburg Telecom, is Physical Therapy Associates. More personal attention for more effective results. With locations in Elizabethtown, Hodgenville, Radcliff, and South Louisville, online at physicaltherapyky.com. Winding Springs Luxury Living, located in Elizabethtown on Nicholas Street, now leasing brand new apartments and condos. Also available is Black Branch Self-Storage. For all of your storage needs, call 270-766-1155 today to make an appointment or visit WindingSpringsEtown.com and BlackBranchStorage.com. Waddell's Auto and Scrap Metal Recycling, a family-owned business with competitive prices, pickup service, and a friendly staff available for your recycling needs. Located in Elizabethtown on 31W, just south of exit 91 on Interstate 65. Call 270-982-7206 to talk to someone about scrapping metal and recycling. E-Town Exterminating. E-Town Exterminating is a locally owned, family-run pest control company and has been serving Hardin, Meade, Grayson, and Nelson counties and the surrounding areas of Kentucky since 1976. Whatever your pest control issues are, termites, spiders, crickets, general pests, even moles, their team has the knowledge, skill, and training to safely and effectively eliminate the problem. Call 270-737-6900 or go online at mugabug.com. And West Point Bank. It has 5 offices located in Elizabethtown, Radcliff, Upton, Glendale, and West Point. Or find us online at westpointbank.com. Let us help make life simpler. West Point Bank. Hometown banking made simple. With the teams in the locker room getting halftime instructions and making adjustments, we'll take a break too. We'll be back in a few minutes with the start of the second half.
Hello, I'm Regina Ryan, and I'm the Director of Hardin County Educational and Community Television. And joining me today is one of our longtime sponsors, John Rich with eTownExterminating.com. John, you all have been with us since the beginning, and without your support, we couldn't do what we do. Can you tell us about the company and when it got started and the background of how it got started?
Well, first of all, I'd just like to say thank you for this opportunity. We love to be able to be in this position where we can support Hardin County Educational Channel with all the athletic sports that we can. We feel like it's very important to do that. As far as our company, we are actually celebrating our 45th year this year, as of this month. and we're really excited about that. But as far as the company, we are a full-service exterminating company. We take care of termites, general pest control. We take care of from bed bugs to spiders to, like I said, termites to mice, whatever pest control that you need.
And how many employees do you have?
Currently, we have around 36 employees.
For those who haven't used your company before, what should they expect?
Well, we do, as far as general pest control, we do a monthly service, and we will come to your house and service the house, but we do a lot of exterior service, but we also go on the inside of the house.
Your services are available for both taking care of what happens inside your home and outside your home. So in regards to a client reaching out to you, what should they expect when they come to do some service inside the home for termite control, a roach issue, bed bugs, all the things that happen within the house? What should they expect?
When a technician comes to the house, they will inspect and they'll assess what needs to be done. Everything that will be done will be told to the customer prior to the treatment. We do have protocols in place with everything going on with COVID right now. We will wear a mask, we'll wear gloves, we'll sanitize our tanks, our hands, everything. So we make it as safe as possible for our technician and for the customer.
And exterior is wise.
Yes, we do a lot of service on the exterior. When we assess the property, we'll see where insects are coming into the building. We will make treatments on the outside, but also we'll make recommendations to those customers. If there's something that needs to be sealed or caulked, or a door jammed, or a sweep on a door needs to be fixed, then we'll tell the customer about that.
Now, besides that one-time service, it's really important to do monthly.
Yes, we have a monthly service. What we do is we assign that customer with a regular technician. Majority of our technicians have been with us for years, so you'll have the same person each time. But they'll give you a call the night before, set up a time for an appointment. They'll come out, they'll service. If you have any problems in between services, all you have to do is give our office a call, or we give the customer's direct line to their technician. They can call them, they'll come back out, and they'll take care of it with no extra charge.
Now, I know you're located in Hardin County, but where else do you service?
Well, we service all the surrounding counties, Meade, Nelson, Breck, Taylor, LaRue. We service about 9 different counties. So,
not that anybody wants insects in their home, but what are the most popular insect that you deal with?
We deal with, on a regular basis, spiders, ants, cockroaches, bed bugs, and mice.
Oh gosh!
And then we have a lot of seasonal insects. Ants during the summer, we have a lot more because of the rain, and then during the spring, or during the fall time of the year, we get a lot of calls like on crickets in houses. During the winter, we get a lot of calls for spiders and also for mice or rodents.
And so and you can help out with any of those types of insects and things?
Yes, with doing general maintenance, we can get it where you're not seeing anything.
Okay. I'm assuming annually there might be rise and falls of little critters or insects that might be a little bit more aggressive than before. Is that something that's common year to year?
Yes, I mean, we usually have one insect that will pop out each year, but generally right now that we have had probably more of an uptick right now are bed bugs, and we can take care of them. But it's a lot of prep work for the customers and for us.
I was going to say, anytime you get an infestation, it does take a little bit of time, correct?
Yes, one treatment for a heavy infestation will not take care of it.
Right. You were an athlete in high school. What sports did you participate in?
I played basketball. I ran cross country and ran track.
And your children, I know that they've also been very active.
Yes, I had a daughter that graduated in Elizabethtown in 2016. She was a swimmer. A daughter that graduated in 2019. She was a soccer player, and I have a son right now that's a junior at E-Town. He's playing basketball and soccer.
Wonderful, and want to congratulate your oldest daughter is a nurse. She's on the front lines.
Yes, she just graduated from University of Kentucky this past spring. She accepted a position at Vanderbilt University Hospital, and so she's down there right now working there at Vanderbilt. I was
going to say on the front lines, those first responders.
Yes, we're very proud of her. She's taken on a task, and we're glad that she's in that position right now.
Yeah, and it means so much to those that she's taking care of, and so that's phenomenal. Your middle daughter is going to become the next generation of E-Town Exterminating.
Yes, my daughter Abby, last year she told us that she wanted to come back into the company, and so this year she's been working this summer, working with a lot of my supervisors, learning how to sell. She's been working with me a lot on the management side of it and financial, and we're going to bring her up into the company, and so we're really excited about that.
I was going to say, it must have been a proud moment when she said she wanted to continue in that role.
Yes, and I always said that Abby was my dad made over. So it's exciting to see her to, you know, when I came up into the company, my dad always said that I was going to bring it up to the next level. Now I look at Abby, and I believe she's going to bring it up to the next level for me.
That's wonderful. Now, people that would like to get in touch, what do they do?
Well, they can call us. Our phone number is 270-737-6900, or our website is www.muggabug.com. That's muggabug.com.
Amazing, and really the nice thing about it is you get to talk to a real person.
Yes, we have 4 wonderful administrative assistants in our office, and they will talk to you live.
It really makes a lot of difference. And you're in the communities that you serve. You really give back to that community. And why is that important to you?
Well, as a family-owned company here in the community, and as a product of this community, I feel like to reinvest into the things like this in sports, athletics, or a lot of other programs that we invest into with the Hardin County school system and with the Elizabethtown Independent School System, that we can give opportunities to these kids that normally they wouldn't have money or the advantages of doing that. And as an athlete, I always look at giving back to these type of programs, because not only are they competing, but they're generating friends and longtime friends for years to come, and that's what's more important than anything is getting these bonds. And I look back, I still have great friends that I played basketball with, or I ran cross country or track with, and they're probably some of my closest friends. So that's the reason. That's the big reason why I like giving back to these programs. Just give them opportunities to be part of something.
Well, and developing those relationships, you know, from assigning a specific technician to a resident to taking care of those relationships that you've established in the community. It's really what it's all about. Well, thank you, Sean, for being such a wonderful sponsor for HCEC-TV and Brandenburg Telecom's Live Channel 1 Sports. Without that support, we couldn't do what we do. And I just really appreciate it.
Well, thank you very much for this opportunity.
Well, now it's time to get back to our live sports coverage. So we're looking forward to seeing those athletes in action from all of our area schools.
Welcome back to the campus of North Hardin High School here at Gray Story Stadium as we come back to action before we start the second half. Let me give you a scoring summary. Trojans lead 33-0. The scoring started on a 60-yard touchdown pass from Manny Wimberly to Sean Boykins at the 10:09 mark of the first quarter. Put the Trojans up 6-0. The point after failed after the snap went over the head, and Caden Logston had to track that down. With 3:19 left in the first half, Kai Boyd ripped off a big run, and that put on a 2-yard run after an outstanding play. I'm on, man. Well, anyway, my trusted associate over here, Mr. Mike Kofer, is telling me that my mic's not working, so let me go back and recap some of this for you. Thank you, Mr. Kofer. There's a reason why we picked you to do this job, so you could keep us on track for tonight. But
glad to help you out there.
In any case, they've got about 3 minutes of warm-up time left. Let me go back and recap this for you. The scoring started off tonight on a 60-yard scoring pass from Manny Wimberly to Sean Boykins. Point after failed after the snap sailed over the holder's head. Caden Logston was able to corral it, but that left North Hardin up 6-0 over the Greenway. That was at the 10:09 mark of the first quarter. With 3:19 left in the first quarter, Kai Boyd got a 2-yard run, and again the conversion failed, but the Trojans were up 12-0. With 7:34 to go in the second quarter, Elijah Palmer snatched an interception and ran it back for about 80 yards to put the Trojans up 19-0 after a Caden Logston extra point was good. 3:30 left. The Trojans score again on a 57-yard pass from Wimberly to Quayshawn Davis, and the point after was good. Trojans up 26-0 at that point. And the Trojans got the ball back with 48 seconds left. Sean Boykins gets a 39-yard reception. Caden Logston kicks that extra point, and the Trojans go up at the half 33-0. So Mike, coming back from the halftime, Meade County's coach has to go in and get his kids to understand, you know, we're down a lot of points, but we're really not out of the game if you take away big plays. So what do you say to your guys?
Well, you got to get some momentum. You got to lift kids up, you know. A lot of times when you get an early big lead like it's a half, kids start hanging their heads, and you got to lift them up. You got to speak about the positives, and you got to think, what can you do to help the team out to try to get some momentum going, good feelings, good vibes going Meade County's way, and I think that's what they're going to try to do here in the early second half. You know, I know the Meade County coaching staff tried to get something going with a fake punt call there, and it was successful, and they looked like they was going to have a drive, but then penalties just shot themselves in the foot, and those things happen. So you got to tell kids, look, we made our mistakes. Let's go out and correct them, and let's see what we can make something happen in the second half.
On the opposite side of that, you're ahead by 33 points, but if you're Brent Thompson right now, you're not a happy man either.
Well, no, I mean, defensively, I think he's got to be very proud of the defense. I mean, they was in the backfield all game long. I don't know if Meade County is having a positive yard on the offensive end. So he's got to be proud of the defense. I think offensively, big play-wise, they was able to get some really good big plays, but they got to talk about the running game. I think they need to establish the running game early in the third quarter and get that going a little bit. We did hear their last run by Kyle Boyd. He broke 1,000 yards, so congratulations to him. And little thing to look out for here early in the second half is Manny is 52 yards from breaking the school's record in passing. So that's something to look out for in the passing game for North Hardin.
A lot of positives if you're Coach Thompson, but you have to be concerned about the lack of offensive continuity, drive after drive after drive. It's lightning in the bottle. We hit a big play, we score. Other than that, we're struggling. Meade County, just penalties. You have to say if they had one Achilles heel in that first half. It was every time they got something good going, there would be a big penalty that would push them back and
they
get
really
them
shot
behind
themselves
the
in the foot.
Yeah.
You know, and then they've had 2 big key turnovers in North Hardin. Not only did they get the turnover, but one was a pick 6, and one they ran all the way back to the 2-yard line. So that's the story of the game right now.
Well, Rashid's kickoff goes to Levi Stoll, and Stoll takes it. He is still on his feet. He crosses the 25-yard line, gets to the 27. As we start this second half, Green Wave will be on offense, and Coach Mofield has to be hoping that somehow, some way, they can get something positive going on first and second down rather than going backwards.
Well, they got to get in short yardage situations. Right now, they've not even had a chance to pick up first downs because they've been 1st and 15, 1st and 20, or 2nd and 20, and so they've got to get some short yardage situations where they can have some good play calls when they're not trying to live and die by a deep ball or a big play threat.
Malay takes the handoff.
And again, North Hardin is in the backfield and no yardage right there.
They were going to fake that handoff to the back, and Malay kept it, and he's going to lose about 4 plays. He's 4 yards on that play. That brings him back to about the 23-yard line. 2nd and 14. These are the kind of plays that kill you if you're
and that's something we was just talking about. Instead of short yardage, now they're 2nd and 14. Now they got to look to see if they can't make something happen. Another short run right there. They was able to pick up a couple yards, but
gain of about 2 on that play.
So let's see if they can't convert here on 3rd down. You know, I know to start the game, Meade County went 3 and out. So I don't think they want to continue that if they want to try to get a chance to get back into this game right here.
That was Mason Brandon for 2 yards on that play. 3rd and 13 again. It's a long way to go for Greenwaves on this first possession of the second half, and the Trojans look like they're going to bring pressure, and they ran somebody right up the gap, and looks like Ruggiero got in there. Oh no,
the number 3, I think he tripped over the line.
That was number 11 for North Hardin. He got excited about the
31. That was number 31.
That'd be Styles Goodman. He got tripped up by the yard line there.
That white line must have got stuck out or something and got him. But I think he was really excited by the big play he just made. And now they pushed Meade County back to another 4th and long.
They're in punt formation, and I'll tell you, their punter's done a good job. He's had a couple of them. One of them was blocked, and another one was tipped, it looked like. But
there's Sean Boykins. And there goes Boykins again with another big play.
He fielded that punt at about the 44-yard line, and they're going to mark this ball.
I tell you what, you give that kid a little bit of room, and he can make something happen.
So the Trojans are going to set up shop at about the 20-yard line there. So that's about a 24-yard return on the punt. Basically, they take over where Meade County had the ball. And here comes Wimberly.
Let's see
2 receivers each way, and he's going to drop and pass again, and it's going to be
he's going deep.
A seam route.
Great catch by number 2.
Sean Rose gets his first touchdown. A touchdown pass for 20 yards.
21-yard completion.
That was a great pitch and catch. Great concentration by Sean Rose right there. The defender was right there with him, and he just reached up and grabbed it over his head.
Extra point coming for Cade Logston at the 9:41 mark of the 3rd quarter. Here comes another penalty flag. We're going to call North Hardin for a false start.
False start against North Hardin.
If you can't hear Coach Kofer, that's because his batteries have run out of juice for him. They put new batteries in, and he's back. So the Trojans are going to drop back 5 yards, try this extra point.
Let's see if we can't get a better snap.
He's got plenty of distance on that leg, and just got to get the snap down, the hold good, and there goes.
Up and good.
And it's good. That's
the consistency. I tell you what, it's nice to have a weapon like that in high school that you know when you need a field goal, he's going to be able to make it. Yeah.
40-0. The Trojans move ahead in this game at the 9:41 mark of the third quarter. And that's not the way the game wanted to. That's not the way Coach Mofield wanted to start the second half.
No, and that's exactly what Coach Thompson wanted to do. I think they got a big, 3 and out right there, and right there, big return by Sean Boykins, and instead, they went for the killer right there, the first play, and over the top went deep. Manny threw a perfect pass to Sean Rose.
That was a pretty pass. He broke loose. He ran a seam route and then broke it off to the corner of the end zone, and Manny laid it out there perfectly for him.
It really was defended pretty well, and the ball just went right over the defender's head, and great concentration by Sean to bring it in. We may have to treat Jabari Rashid for cramps here at some point. The legs got to get tired. Well, he's a big-time soccer player, so he's used to kicking the balls all the time. So I got faith that he can do it here. And I think Rashid right here, I think he's probably all-state in soccer, so he's a great all-around athlete.
Well, Levi Stahl's going to take the kickoff for Meade County and break to his left.
Great run. He's got some room.
That was a great tackle. Great tackle by number 8, Alex White. He saved a big chunk yardage there because Stoll took that ball, and he had some daylight to his left. He made the most out of that play, and he gets it out to about 36 or 37-yard line is where they're going to mark it. North Hardin has a player down, and there is timeout on the field. Levi Stoll's limping off too. That was a hard tackle on the North Hardin sideline there. He's going to walk it off a little bit to see if he can stay in the game. Hurt on that play for North Hardin was 96, it looks like. I'm not showing a 96. Must be a New Jersey.
Well, he was able to get off on the sidelines there. Hopefully he's okay.
Meade County takes over, 37-yard line. Malay hands off up the middle. And on the run, Mason Brandon. He's going to get 5 yards on that play. Gives him 7 yards for the night.
And this is what Meade County wanted to do, I think, to start the half, is maybe pick up 4, 5, 6 yards right here like they just did. Now they're in a manageable situation at 2nd and 5, 2nd and 6 instead of 2nd and 16.
So he takes the ball, throws out to number.
Good play call right there. You pick up, now they're 31. Now you got something going, and I think that's what that's the objective of offense right here, and they was able to pick up the first down.
Lawson King takes that ball for 7 yards on a little out route. Catches that one, gives a completion of 7 yards.
It's a first down for Meade County. Oh, it looks like defensive offsides on the Trojans right here. They got a little carried away and jumped the snap. So Meade County is moving the ball again here. So
well, this will be their 5th first down of the game.
Let's see if they can't get something going here.
2 receivers each way. Trojans showing pressure again. And Malay's going to drop and pass. He's going to go down the middle of the field.
Oh, great deflection right there. I think it was number 30, if that's correct. Davis McCall.
Davis McGaw got that ball. The receiver looked open for a second, but then 3 Trojan defenders, you know,
closed
just converged
the gap
on him.
quickly.
Brings up a 2nd and 5. Trojans still showing pressure, and they come with it. Handoff up the middle, and it'll go for about 3 yards on the play, maybe 4 before he's brought down. Several Trojans in on that play.
But again, the 3rd down and 2, now much more manageable situation, much more easier play call. You can do a lot of quick, short passing routes to pick up the 1st down instead of, and now you got the Trojans on the heels a little bit. So good job by Meade County's offense to see if they can sustain something here.
Meade checking his armband to see what the play call is. Receivers ready to go, 2 each side. Trojans show pressure, and they bring 4. Meade works to his right, tells his receiver to go long, and he lofts up a ball high and long, and it is incomplete.
And there's a flag on the play, so this could be interesting on what they call here.
Looks like that ball was intended for Jace Bevan down the right sideline, and he had 3 Trojans draped all over him as the ball arrived, and I'm betting they're going to call pass interference on the Trojans.
And that play call was a little weird to me because they needed 2 yards for the 1st down, but it seemed like every receiver right there went out about 10 yards. Like they've been, so but they was able to get pass interference, pick up the 1st down here. So let's see if they can't keep this going.
Looks like Andrew Meade is favoring his left arm. He seems to be holding that wrist. He did get hit on as he released the ball on that play. He opened up to throw the ball and then got hit. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line. Greenwave. Trojans again showing the blitz up the middle. They back out of it. They send 4. Meade decides he's going to throw the ball. He's got one in the corner of the end zone.
Oh.
And
he dropped it.
He dropped it.
Great.
Right as he got to the back of the end zone. It was going to be a tough call by the official anyway because he was almost on the end line when the ball arrived.
Great pass, though, by Meade. He put it in the only place he could. He let the receiver run underneath it. And like you said, it was going to be a tough call on the official, but I think Meade put a great throw on that thing. And
that was intended for Damiano Davis. And he's been the receiver they target a couple of times tonight. Here comes Meade back to pass. Almost intercepted. Defending on that play was number 10.
And number 30.
And number 30.
Number 30 Davis McGaw has come up with a couple of big-time plays here early in the 3rd quarter, midway through the 3rd quarter.
Skylar Coffey's right there with him.
Well, now you're looking, instead of 3rd and short and 3rd, which is much more manageable, now you're back in 3rd and 10. So let's see what Meade County draws up right here and see if they can get the 1st down.
Bring a receiver in motion across the formation.
Quick pass.
Quick slant that.
I think that's a good call. Now it's 4th and 4, 4th and 5. You knew they was going to go for it, being down 40-0, and in their territory, in the Trojan territory. So I think they knew they had 2 downs to pick up the 1st down. So I think that's a pretty good play call to see if they can't get some of that yardage back to, and then maybe pick up the 1st down on 4th down.
Manageable 4th down. You really have to go for it. I mean, there's no reason not to at this point. If you punt, you don't make anything, and if you don't have a kicker that can kick it that far, you got to do something different. Meade takes the snap and is
really didn't have nothing there to pick up it, but Trojan defense stood strong there. Got to turn Meade County over on 4 down. So good job on the defensive end there.
He was trying to get the ball to Ethan Brad on that play, and just it wasn't there. Wasn't meant to be. Trojans take over on downs, and they're set up now at the 24-yard line. A late addition to the line getting out there.
Looked like he was eating something on the sideline. Was slow getting off.
Might have been a Snickers. Manny takes a snap, throws to his left. He throws to his right, gets it out to Boykins. Boykins is going to pick up about 5.
He makes one guy miss again and picks up 5 yards. I tell you what, he's a big-time threat every time he touches the ball.
Oh, isn't he, though?
Manny's sneaking up on that passing record right now.
If my stats are correct, he's got 146 yards passing right now. Boykins has 64 yards receiving. Davis has 79. And Manny's back to pass again. He's going to hit Boykins again on the sideline route over here. About the 37, 38-yard line, and that'll be enough to move the chains. 9-yard gain on that play.
I think
that leads to a first down for North Hardin.
I think they've given Davis the rest of the game off. It seems like his day might be done for the night.
And word has it that Manny Wimberly has become the career passing leader all-time of North Hardin High School. Just broke the record on that pass completion to Sean Boykins, a 9-yard strike. And Coach Thompson taking a classy move there. He's called timeout so the crowd and the players can recognize Manny's accomplishments.
And that, that's a great move by Coach Thompson, and to recognize the kid on a great high school career like that. You can't say enough about Manny. He's a great kid on the field, but he's even a better kid in the classroom.
Multi-sport athlete too. Likes to play baseball.
Great big-time baseball player too. I tell you what, he hits some bombs for the baseball team. He can really hit it. And can't say enough good things about Manny and what he's done here for North Hardin Trojans.
Well, we've seen 2 milestones tonight. Kyle Boyd goes over the 1,000-yard mark for the season, and Manny becomes the all-time leading passer in North Hardin history, and that says something because there's been some good quarterbacks come through North Hardin.
And that's right. The thing is, North Hardin, you look at North Hardin's record, you look at 3-7, but I think what people don't realize is the schedule North Hardin has played this year. They've been battle-tested. If you look at the 7 losses North Hardin's had, the combined record of those teams is 54-19, and that's pretty daggone good. So North Hardin's battle-tested, and they're really good. The fumble right there by North Hardin. But it's picked up by Trojans.
Juwan Williams picks it up, and he is running with it, and they're going to end up with about a 5-yard gain on that play. Manny handed the ball to Boyd. Boyd got hit. The ball came out. Williams.
It looks like Manny might be out of the game right now. I think they might
have been Williams. He's been playing a little backup quarterback for him. But anyway, whoever it was picked that quarterback up and took off with it.
Yeah, that's Juwan Williams right there, the backup quarterback. Another great athlete, multi-sport athlete, plays basketball for me. I tell you what, he's going to have a good basketball season this year. He really shoots the crap out of it. Now he's in there playing quarterback. Now it looks like North's going to try to establish the run a little bit and run some clock. I think it's a great move by Coach Thompson right now, getting some of his big-time players some breaks and getting some of these young kids some playing time and getting some experience in playoff action.
Mike, you were talking a while ago about the schedule that North Hardin has played. Now listen to this. South Warren, ranked 5th in the state.
10-1.
Second in 5A. Manual, ranked number 11th. Boyle County, ranked number 4th. They're second in 4A. Danville, ranked 9th in 2A. Central Hardin received votes this week in 6A to be in the top 10, and Ballard, ranked number 8 in the state. A lot of times, and I was talking to Coach Thompson about this at one point. He said, when they were really good, it was really hard for them to get people to want to play them. And they had to travel the state a little bit and do some things to get teams to play them. And that happens when you're a good football team, you know, unless it's a district rival or somebody you're going to play in a region, they don't want to necessarily come and play you. But what Coach Thompson has shown is he's willing to go wherever the competition is. He wants his kids to know that if you're going to play winning football, you're going to have to play teams that are really good to get to where you want to go. And so you're right. Jawan Williams is in the game right now. Coach Thompson is getting several of his starters some rest, and he can afford to do that with a 40-0 lead.
That's right, and I think that's a smart move, like you said. But when you play a tough schedule like that, you battle test it. You're getting kids some very good experience, and you know it says a lot about your program. You know, I think sometimes fans look at records too much, and it's not really looking at who you're playing. And you can take a 3-7 North Hardin team, you can go up against some other schools that's not play very good competition, and North is going to beat them like a drum. So, you know, give hats off to Coach Thompson, the job he's done over the last 4 or 5 years in building this program.
Well, here comes Williams, and he's going to take the snap and hand it off. Goes to number 80.
Flag on the play.
Do have a flag on the play. See what the call is. Holding North Hardin. That'll drop him back 10 yards at least.
Manny's total is 57-42.
57-42.
Manny career passing yardage, and a new North Hardin record is 5,042. So you know that's a great accomplishment by Manny
Williams gives the ball, goes off right tackle, and we'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's all on that play.
It looks like North Hardin right now is content to run the ball a little bit, run some time off the clock, and get out of this, get game healthy, and get ready for Central Hardin.
Trips right. 2 receivers left, and Williams is going to take the ball. He gets a little pressure, works his way out of it. He's going backwards instead of forwards, and gets away from it. And he's only going to lose 5 when he could have lost 15 on that play. And there goes the laundry mat again.
Another flag on the play.
Another flag on the play, and that'll be a hold against North Hardin. And where that happened, that's probably going to end up being a 25-yard penalty, because they threw the flag at the 45-yard of North Hardin. And it'll be a 10-yard penalty from there, I would think, unless they decline it.
Well, they might have declined it there, and I think Meade County's kind of content, too, of maybe getting this game over with.
3rd and a long way for North Hardin. Meade County showing blitz off the edges. There's the snap. And it's
there's a fumble.
And Meade County's got it.
Meade County's got it. They're going to return this for a touchdown. Meade County finally creates a big play for themselves.
Meade County scores on a fumble recovery. I don't think the back ever had the ball, to be honest with you. And he just picked it up, took off running, and scores on a 45-yard fumble recovery. I would like to tell you who that student athlete was. I don't have his number. But 9:18 to go in the 4th quarter. Meade County scores on a 45-yard fumble recovery.
Meade County finally gets on the board, creating a big play for themselves here, but I think it's a little bit too late. But nevertheless, great job of Meade County not giving up and continue to play hard and make plays on the defensive end.
That's the thing about it. I mean, you know, you've got, if you're a coach, you don't want your kids ever to quit playing hard. And, you know, just looking at this game, Meade County's kids continue to battle. they have not stopped playing hard. They're trying hard to make plays. There is an obvious, I think, if you're objective and you look at this game, there is an obvious talent gap at certain positions. Receivers. Our receivers have consistently all night long gotten behind the Meade County
and
defense.
Really on the defensive line too. I mean, I think we've been in the backfield almost every play. Meade County has been unable to create anything offensively, and that's because we've lived in the backfield. So,
but with all that said, they've had people in position. It's been a yard, 2 yards that's made the difference. On a couple of the catches, 16, 18 inches, our guy makes the play. If they're a little closer, maybe not. And they've broken up a lot of passes. Both teams have tonight. Quarterbacks have obviously made some misses, some bad misses at times, but the Green Wave doesn't have anything to put their heads down tonight, because that play could have been, they could have just fallen on the ball and
gotten out of here. They continue to play hard, and as a coach, you always want your kids to continue to play hard. You want to continue to coach, even when it's lopsided. And that's a great job by Meade County's coaching staff and players. They continue to play hard and try to make something happen.
Well, the kickoff is a line drive kickoff to North Hardin from the Greenwaves, and there's about a 20-yard return on that play. Whistle's going to sound, and returning the ball for North Hardin was Micah Parms. Trojan offense will take the field now and take over at 30-yard line, 35-yard line of North Hardin. I believe Skylar Coffey's into the game, playing quarterback now for the Trojans.
They continue to run the ball here. Good little run to the outside. Number 80, he's got some wheels on him. I tell you what, he is really fast.
They're going to spot him for a 4-yard gain, taking him out to the 39-yard line. Second and 6 at the 44-yard line with 8 minutes to go.
That was Deante Stills.
There's a snap. Run's going to come across the formation from right to left, and going to be taken down close to the first down. I think he might be about a foot short. Nope. The officials say that is a first down, so that's another first down for the Trojans. Is that Kentucky game going into overtime?
I think Kentucky was able to squeak out a victory. It was a great way to start your season. Great win for UK. They're looking to open the season against Duke here on Tuesday night.
Another run for North Hardin.
Whenever there's a Duke UK game, the state of Kentucky gets it gets ready for that one.
May not be showing his hand defensively.
Nah, they'll be ready. They got too much talent. It'll be interesting. Coach K's last go around.
Handoff up the middle, probably lose about a yard, which will bring up about a 3rd and 2 on this drive. Coach Thompson has shown a desire now to run some clock and work on the running game.
Class move by Coach Thompson. He's just trying to run the ball here, get the clock moving, and get out here with the win and get healthy and get ready for those Bruins on Friday night.
Meade County showed pressure, brought pressure, and got burned.
He's gone.
Catches.
He's gone. There's Devin Seeley broke away for a touchdown.
Devin Seeley with 6:01 to go scores on a 47-yard pass play.
what, Devin, he broke that out and he was gone. He was like a jet out of there. Great individual play by Devin.
He has got a deceptive stride.
Yes, he does. Well, I tell you what, he's 6'7". He's got a long stride. So if he gets rolling, I don't know if there's going to be too many people going to catch him.
Micah Parham's running on to set the line, get everybody on the line. Caden Logston ready for the snap and hold, and it's down and it's up and it's good for the extra point. So that'll put North Hardin up 47-6 over the Greenwave of Meade County, or I'm sorry, 47-7. 6:01 left in the ball game. And you know, if you're Brent Thompson, you wanted to come out and have a good game. I don't know that Coach Thompson, even though you're 47-7, would say they played well tonight in all phases of the game. But you know, it's the playoffs. You take whatever you can get, whether it's lightning in a bottle and quick strikes or.
Well, I think as a coach, you always try to find something you can work on, something you concentrate, something you can improve on each and every week, in each and every game. But I tell you what, I think it worked out well for him, because I think his goal was to get out of this game with a good win, good victory, but also get out of the game healthy, get out of the game with his players rested, and really just build on next week. And now the kids' confidence is going to be high. They're going to feel good about themselves, and I think they're going to be ready for Central Hardin next week.
Well, Jabari Rashid is back, and he'll be kicking this ball off again. Back for Meade County, you got I think Andrew Malay's back there, if I see him right. And fumble on the play. North Hardin picks it up. Jalen Afonso picks up that fumble. And at the 5:30 mark, North Hardin scores again.
Now the wheels has just really come off of Meade County here, I think. Little Jalen Afonso never gives up on the play. He's one of my favorite kids to coach. He also is a multi-sport athlete. Plays basketball, runs track, works as hard as any kid I've ever coached. Great to see him get in the end zone there.
You know, it's almost like what we need to see now is a punt return. We've seen scoring in just about any way you can see it.
Yeah. Well, I think what Meade County wants is just to get that clock running.
I can't disagree with you on that, Mike. This is
I've been in those situations on the basketball court. Sometimes, when things don't go your way, you just want to get this game over with and kind of start working on the next one, or just start working on next season.
Coach Thompson's excited down on the sideline for Mr. Alfonso as he takes that fumble recovery in for 17 yards for the score. We've seen scoring in a variety of ways tonight, and looking at North Hardin's sideline, they seem to be all excited about everything that's going on. And, it's going to be an interesting week next week as you build up to the game. The last time we heard, Central was up 21-0 on Barron County.
28-0 now.
And they've scored again to make it 28-0 in Barron County.
Central's playing some good football, and you got to give hats off to them. And I think they're getting a little bit healthy too. And it's going to be a heck of a game next week, and it's going to be interesting to see. And
the first game they played was fun to watch. It was a nail biter of a game, went back and forth. And
both teams was able to move the ball on each other, and so it'll be interesting to see what coaching changes and what kind of game plans each coach comes up with for next week.
Well, Mason Brandon gets the ball for the Green Wave and returns that ball about 28 yards to the 32-yard line for the Green Wave. They'll take over there. 4:45 left in the game.
On-site bleachers, currently half-price hamburgers and hot dogs.
All righty, and folks, next week, unless there's a major turning point in any of these games. It looks like HCEC-TV will be at Central Hardin next week for the game between the North Hardin Trojans and the Central Hardin Bruins. That'll be should be a great game to watch. Jace Bevan on the reception, and he'll gain about 7 yards on that play. Takes the ball out to the 40, which will bring up 2nd and 2.
It looks like Coach Thompson's emptying the bench here and is getting a lot of his guys some valuable playoff experience here. It's always good to see. It keeps all the kids in good spirits and getting able to be out there on the field a little bit.
Pass caught by Lawson King.
Another flag on the play.
15 yards, and there's a flag comes in at the end of the play. The official on the far side has already motioned for the flags to move. The down and distance markers to move, and now they're having a committee meeting at the 45-yard line to talk about it. Like a personal foul against Meade County, and that will back them up. If I caught that right, they're going to say he got the first down, and the personal foul happened after the play. So, or the flag came in after they got the first down. It'll be 1st down and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Another flag killer there for Meade County, and every time they seemed like they were going to move the ball a little bit, the flat penalties has absolutely shot them in the foot.
And as a coach, that just drives you crazy, because sometimes those self-inflicted wounds are worse than what the other team can do to you.
Oh, there's no doubt.
Clock running, 3:20 to go, and here comes the snap. And Malay's going to be.
Oh, he got away
from it the first time, but
he's not going. Now he fumbled. Oh, they called it down. That's good. That's good. I'm glad the referee called it down. Because that was going to be another 6 points for the Trojans if he wasn't. It looks like the quarterback might be hurt a little bit. That's not good.
Glad he got up. He did go down.
Did he get up? That's good.
On that leg.
Last thing you want to do is see a player hurt at this point in the game.
Got bent beneath him on that tackle. He went down awkwardly. I think that's why he dropped the balls, but he felt that pressure on his knee. Brings up 2nd and 22. Ball on the 28-yard line. Trips right. And usually tonight when they run that formation, they've thrown to the single receiver over on the right, but they get it out tonight to Levi Stoll again, and he's going to get some of that yardage back. Gets about 12 back. That'll bring up a 3rd and 11.
3rd down and 11. Let's see what Meade County draws up right here. Hopefully they can keep this ball moving in the right direction for them. Get some confidence going, building on next year.
2 minutes to go in the game. Meade County on the move, 3rd and 11. Trojans showing pressure up the middle. They bring 4, and they do throw the ball. That ball just over the outstretched hands of the Meade County receiver, number 13, Lawson King. He's had several balls thrown his way tonight, and a few of them have just been out of reach. And he looks to be a tall, lanky, lengthy kid. Ball's just always been just a little bit too far out of his reach.
Yeah, he's got some good height on him. He really tried to turn on it. The ball was up lad, and he really tried to turn on his speed right there. He just couldn't catch up with it.
4th and 11 at the 38-yard line. Meade County's going to go for it. 1 minute and 10 seconds left in the game. Looks like the Trojans are going to pressure the quarterback on the snap. They are coming with an all-out blitz. The pass gets away. He's got a receiver caught down the sideline, and he'll be marked out of bounds at the 27-yard line. Picked up the first down. Pretty pass, nice play. That went to Jace Bevan. Bevan just beat our defender down the sideline there, and and made an acrobatic catch and dance along the sideline to complete the pass inbounds.
Great play by Meade County right there to continue their drive. Maybe they can punch one here and give them something to kind of build on for next year. Deep ball to the corner, going back to touchdown.
And
touchdown, Meade County.
Touchdown. So
that was your boy King.
Lawson King.
He finally caught one of those long passes.
He got it. That's a 28-yard touchdown reception for Lawson. That's going to give him 43 yards receiving on the night. And that 16 seconds left to go in the game. That'll give Meade County something to kind of build on for next year and in the off season. Good kick on the field goal by Meade County, 14-54. With 16 seconds left to go, and the Trojans are going to be moving on to the second round. So it looks like to be facing Central Hardin Bruins. Well, crosstown rivals, cross-county rivals, however you want to put it. Always, I've been here now, this is my 8th year, and it seems like that game is always a close game no matter who's favored. Whether it's Central, and the last 3 or 4 years it's been North, it's been the favored team, but the games were always close. I mean, I don't know if it was because
even in basketball, we've had whichever team's been better that year, we always seem to have very good battles with Central Hardin. It's a rivalry game, and I know both teams are well coached, well prepared. And the kids are going to be ready and going to be up for it.
As I recall, didn't one of their basketball players hit like 7 threes in a game against you not too long, a couple of years ago before the pandemic?
Yeah, I appreciate you bringing that up, Mr. Macy. Hayden Nash, I think that was the last time they beat us, but yeah, he put on a pretty good shooting clinic that game and really hammered us. It was that bad coaching where I said just leave that guy that could shoot really good open.
I remember that. I remember that because I remember at halftime I was sitting close to you on that game, and when you brought him over, he was like, "Do you all realize how many threes he's hit against you all? Do you even care?" In any case, the final bell has rung. The horn has sounded on Meade County's season as they go down tonight to the North Hardin High School Trojans. 54-14. A microcosm of the game as we look at it. 2 things stood out in this game. Neither team could sustain drives. It was big play or bust, and then penalties. Penalties were the deciding factor in a lot of the things that happened tonight. Field position, whatever. But the Trojans are victorious. They're going to move on to take on Central Hardin next week. And then go ahead and let you know that Central Hardin's volleyball team did win tonight. They'll be playing tomorrow in the state semifinals. We want to wish them luck. Final thoughts tonight, Mikey?
Great job by North Hardin Trojans, Brent Thompson and Coach Thompson and all the players. They came out ready to play. They got the job done. Let's continue this to next week, and let's get rolling to the playoffs. Let's get that district title. So it's good to see, and we can't wait till next week's game and see what we got.
Well, let's tell the folks a little bit. The game's ended. The horns sounded for the final time tonight for Meade County as they go down. North Hardin marches into the second round game next week, face Central Hardin as they beat Barron County tonight. We thank you for taking time to be with us this evening. We also want to thank the following businesses for sponsoring tonight's ball game: Brandenburg Telecom, Physical Therapy Associates, Winding Springs Luxury Living, Waddell's Auto and Scrap Metal Recycling, E-Town Exterminating, and West Point Bank. Tune in weekly for all local HCEC-TV programs airing on Brandenburg Telecom and Comcast Channel 2 and Spectrum Channel 184. All HCEC-TC programs can be found on the HCEC-TV YouTube channel. Subscribe to the channel today to get your local community sports and events. We also want to thank the NFHS, the National Federation of High School Sports, for its support in providing live streaming service. Contact nfhs.com to subscribe today. This is a wonderful thing that we have going on. High school football in the state of Kentucky is absolutely awesome. And it's been a pleasure to call the game tonight. I don't know who will be calling next week's game, but you will get a call and be able to visualize what's happening on the field. We want to wish both teams next week good luck as they compete, and that's the big word that we want to say. It's the competition that makes high school football, high school basketball, any sport in Kentucky at the high school level great. This has been a Hardin County educational television production. For Jarrett Cox, the director, Noah Miller on the video crew, and Mike Kofer on commentary, I'm Jeff Macy saying so long and good night from North Hardin High School.